They say life is a series of choices. Little ones, big ones. Most of them we barely notice. We make them and we move on, the echoes fading quickly. But then there are those moments, those sharp, brutal turns in the road where the ground beneath you truly shakes. Moments where the choice isn't just about where you're going, but more importantly, who you're gonna be when you get there. I remember one night, the rain was coming down like the sky was finally weeping. The kind of relentless downpour that pulls you deep inside yourself, forcing you to face what's in there. And I was standing at a crossroads. Not a physical one marked on any map, but a profound internal one that felt like it could shatter and redefine everything I'd ever built.
I was younger then, full of a fire that burned bright, perhaps too bright. So much ambition, so much drive, but wrestling with a dangerous lack of wisdom. I was hungry, eager to prove myself, to make my mark on this world, on this road. The desire for recognition, for success, was a constant hum beneath the surface of everything I did. Believed I could conquer anything, that the journey ahead was mine to command.
And then the offer came. It wasn't just an offer, it was a siren song promising a shortcut, a faster lane to the top. A chance to bypass the slow, hard climb and leapfrog to the front. It was presented as an opportunity, a smart move. It implied looking the other way, letting certain things slide, making deals that felt uncomfortably flexible. It promised to make things easier, faster, and, they said, inevitable for someone with my drive.
The man making the offer, he was smooth, charismatic. He had a way of making the wrong seem right. Questionable appear practical. He spoke of industry standards, of how things really work. He painted a picture where integrity was a luxury I couldn't afford, where my naive idealism was a liability. He whispered that everyone does it, that I was simply too green, too idealistic to understand the real game. His words were carefully crafted, designed to sow doubt and justify compromise.
My gut screamed no. It was a visceral, primal rejection. But the lure of success, the promise of that easier road, was potent. It whispered temptations of speed, of recognition, of a future I desperately wanted. It felt like my entire career, my entire future, the sum total of my efforts so far, was hanging precariously on this one single, terrifying decision. The weight of it pressed down, suffocating.
So I sat there, in my truck, the engine a steady rumble, the rain a relentless drumbeat on the roof. I closed my eyes. I thought of my father, his weathered hands, the quiet strength of his principles. I thought of the miles I'd already driven, the reputation I'd slowly, painstakingly built, mile by honest mile. Was it worth risking all of that? My integrity, my peace of mind, for a quick win? For a compromise of my soul? The choice felt like walking a tightrope over an endless abyss. One misstep, one wrong turn, and everything I valued would fall. I opened my eyes, looked at the keys in my hand, then at the highway stretching out into the unforgiving darkness. And I made my choice. With a clarity that surprised even me, I said my no.
It wasn't easy, not by a long shot. That man, he wasn't happy. His charisma evaporated, replaced by a cold disappointment. He told me I was making a terrible mistake, that I lived to regret this night, that I was too soft for this world. And for a while, sitting there in the quiet aftermath, the doubt crept in. The road ahead suddenly seemed so much harder, so much longer, so much more uncertain. Had I been foolish, naive? Had I just thrown away my chance at a real future? The silence in the cab was deafening, amplifying every fear. But then, something profound shifted. As the immediate sting of his words faded, a different feeling settled in. The weight of potential compromise, of living a lie, lifted. The rain didn't stop, but in my mind, it felt cleansing, washing away the temptation. I knew, deep down, with a certainty that resonated through my bones, that I had chosen the right path, the honest path, the one that would allow me to sleep at night, to look myself in the mirror, to live with myself on every mile ahead. That choice, that one difficult no, set the true course for every single mile I've driven since. It taught me that the shortcuts often lead to the longest, most treacherous roads, and that true success isn't just about reaching the destination, but about the integrity and the person you become on the journey there. It's about carrying your values with you, mile after honest mile.